Luna lay in bed, the soft glow of the moon painting silver streaks across her room. The silence of the night was suddenly broken when a strange magical whistle echoed through the air, a sound unlike any she had ever heard. It seemed to call out to her, a siren song in the darkness. She sat up abruptly, her heart pounding in her chest like a drum, the sound of the whistle still ringing in her ears. Luna glanced at Max, her sleek black cat, who had been curled up at the foot of the bed. He perked his ears, his eyes wide and alert, mirroring her own curiosity. Throwing back the covers, she slipped on her dressing gown and padded across the wooden floor, pulling on her slippers as she went. Her mind raced with questions, a whirlwind of thoughts about the source of the sound, about this magical train that seemed to exist only in the realm of dreams. What secrets did it hold within its gleaming carriages? And who or what was driving it through the still of the night? The mystery was utterly irresistible, a pull she couldn't deny. Luna knew, with a certainty that settled deep in her bones, that this was a secret adventure, a journey meant only for her and Max. Something extraordinary was waiting just beyond the familiar, and she was absolutely ready, heart filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation, to discover what it was. With a final, lingering glance back at her sleeping house, a silent farewell to the world she knew, Luna tiptoed out of her room and toward the unknown that beckoned from beyond her window. Max followed close behind, his tail held high in the air, a black plume of excitement, as the whistle sounded again, a clear, inviting call that seemed to promise wonders and whispered secrets into the night. The adventure had officially begun, a journey into the heart of the mysterious. Luna and Max stepped out into the moonlit world, their silhouettes long and stretched, drawn by the irresistible promise of the impossible.
Meow.
Drawn by an unseen force, Luna crept to the window and peered out into the darkness. There, bathed in the ethereal glow of the moon, on the long-abandoned railway tracks, stood a train, its metal body gleaming with an otherworldly silvery light. Wisps of steam curled from its engine, each puff sparkling like a cloud of diamond dust caught in the moonlight. The train's gentle whistle called to her again, a soft, melodic invitation to step aboard and embark on an unforgettable adventure. Max, sensing her excitement, jumped down from the windowsill, rubbing against her legs with an insistent purr, eager to join the mysterious journey. Kneeling down, Luna whispered to him, her voice filled with a mixture of anticipation and determination. "We have to go, Max," her eyes shining with an inner light that mirrored the train's magical glow. Luna was astonished. How did he know her name? It echoed in her mind, a question mark hanging in the air. She hadn't told anyone about her secret wish, her longing for adventure, but Orion's kind eyes and warm smile made her feel safe, a sense of reassurance washing over her. His presence was calming, like a familiar story told on a cold night. This was no ordinary conductor, and no ordinary train. There was an aura of magic surrounding him, a subtle shimmer in the air that hinted at something extraordinary. The adventure was real. It wasn't just a dream, a figment of her imagination. This was happening, right here, right now. Max purred, brushing against Luna's leg, ready for whatever came next. He seemed to sense the magic too, his tail twitching with anticipation. The Midnight Starlight Express shimmered, waiting for its special passengers, bathed in an ethereal glow that promised untold wonders. Luna took a deep breath and stepped forward, her heart full of wonder and a touch of trepidation. This was it, the beginning of something incredible.
Welcome, Luna, and you too, Max. I'm Conductor Orion, and this is the Midnight Starlight Express. I've been expecting you, for a long time, actually.
Luna and Max crept down the stairs, careful not to wake her parents. Each creak of the wooden steps seemed deafening in the still of the night. The old clock ticked loudly, its rhythmic sound a constant reminder of the passing time. As they slipped out into the cool, fragrant night, the scent of jasmine and honeysuckle filling the air. The train's whistle sounded again, closer now, a melodic call that beckoned them forward, guiding them through the garden and past the ancient oak, its branches reaching like gnarled fingers towards the sky. Max moved like a shadow, a silent guardian, his eyes gleaming in the darkness. Luna felt exposed in her pale gown, the moonlight highlighting her every step. They reached the fence and crossed into the fields, the tall grass brushing against their legs, the moon casting long dancing shadows, transforming the familiar landscape into something otherworldly. Soon, the silhouette of the abandoned station appeared, a dark shape against the horizon, forlorn but magical in the silvery glow, a place where forgotten dreams might still come true. The train waited at the platform, its presence a beacon in the night, its carriages sparkling with stardust, as if woven from the very fabric of the night sky. As they approached, a tall figure in a blue uniform stepped from the shadows, his eyes twinkling like distant stars. Luna felt honored to be part of such a magical mission. Max curled up on a velvet seat, content as the train glided into the night. The adventure was only beginning.
This train travels through dreams, gathering starlight to keep the night sky bright.
Luna and Max climbed aboard, eyes wide with amazement. The first carriage was a velvet library, golden titles glowing on the shelves, soft music drifting through the air. Next, a carriage of bouncy clouds. Max leapt onto one, purring with delight. Then a sweet shop, jars of magical candies lining the walls, and a miniature forest with glowing trees and a lemonade stream. Max chased a butterfly of light. Luna giggled, enchanted.
Do come aboard. Wonders await, but we mustn't delay.
Max sensed her unease, looking up with worried eyes. Conductor Orion, the stars, they're disappearing! The train's magical atmosphere felt suddenly serious. The beauty of the night was fading, and Luna's sense of adventure turned to determination. Something was stealing the starlight, and Luna knew she had to help. Max pressed closer, ready for the challenge. The mystery deepened as the train rolled on. Luna gazed out the window as the train sped through the night, Max purring on her lap. The world outside shimmered with moonlight, but something was wrong. The stars seemed dimmer, some missing entirely. Luna frowned, searching the sky. Where there should be constellations, there were empty patches of darkness. Luna nodded, ready for the challenge.
That's the mystery. But with your courage and Max's cleverness, we might find the shadow and discover the truth. The fate of the stars may depend on us.
Why would anyone steal the starlight?
You have sharp eyes, Luna. The stars are vanishing, and it's a grave concern. A mysterious presence, the shadow, has been stealing the starlight, growing stronger each night. The Midnight Starlight Express tries to gather and return the light, but the shadow's power is growing. If this continues, the night sky will go dark. No more stars for dreamers or travelers.
Luna and Max hurried through wondrous carriages, but their minds were fixed on the mission. At last, they reached the engine room door, glowing with starlight. Luna took a deep breath and pushed it open. Inside, swirling motes of starlight converged on a crystal engine. Beside it stood the shadow, a shifting dark form, more sad than menacing. It reached for the starlight, its presence heavy with loneliness. Luna and Max stepped forward, feeling its sorrow. The shadow turned, and Luna sensed its longing to be seen. This was not a villain, but a forgotten guardian. The moment for understanding had come.
The shadow is likely in the engine room, where the train's light is strongest.
Luna's purpose was clear. She and Max would help save the stars. Together, Luna, Max, Orion, and the Shadow, a most unlikely team, worked tirelessly with a shared purpose to release the starlight back into its rightful place in the sky. The stars blazed anew, brighter than ever before, the night restored to its former glory, a peaceful and serene canvas. As dawn broke, painting the horizon with hues of golden rose, Luna awoke in her bed, the events of the night still fresh in her mind, sunlight streaming in, casting a warm glow across her room. Was it all a dream, a figment of her imagination, or something more? On her bedside table lay a tiny, glowing star pendant, shimmering softly, a sign, a tangible piece of evidence, that the adventure was indeed real. Max purred contentedly beside her, a low rumble of satisfaction, eyes bright with secrets, holding the mysteries of the night within their depths. Luna smiled, a genuine expression of joy and relief, knowing she'd always remember the magical adventure they shared and the enigmatic guardian of the deep night. The stars would shine for everyone, a beacon of hope and wonder, and the darkness once feared would be appreciated and cherished once more for its own unique beauty. The adventure and the promise they made would live on in their hearts forever.
Yes?
Luna's heart ached for the Shadow, sensing his deep loneliness and longing. "We didn't mean to forget you," she thought, a wave of guilt washing over her. "If we help people remember you and the importance of darkness, will you help return the starlight to its rightful place in the night sky?"
I was once the guardian of the deep night, a protector of its mysteries. But as people forgot the beauty of darkness and turned away from the night sky, I faded, becoming lonely, invisible, and ultimately forgotten. I took the starlight not out of malice, but to feel important and needed again, to reclaim my purpose.
Hello? Luna called out, her voice echoing in the stillness. Why are you taking the starlight? She asked, her brow furrowed in confusion.